Hello everybody and welcome back to Europa, where last episode we made everyone angry. Like, everyone. There's some angry people, no doubt about it. We need to do a couple of things here. The first thing that we need to do, and probably the absolute most important right now, is we need to work on approaching our land force limit. We can currently support 479 land units without penalties, and we've got 366. So we clearly need to ramp up our amount of military units. So we've got 3 over here right now. I'm thinking we're probably going to have 2 in Italy. We've only got 1. And probably 2 down here in Africa. So that'll get us an extra, let's see, that'll be an extra 160,000. So that'll put us over our land force limit. But we will have some changes between now and then. We can make states, and we can do some coring. We can reduce autonomy. There's a lot of things that we can do on that. We need to do, actually, a ludicrous amount of coring. So that's absolutely fine. We need to work on this. Our overextension is really up there. So to that end, I would like to seize land, but the rabbis are sad. So for right now, that's not an option. We do, however, want to probably start converting some of these over to Jewish. So I'm going to start here. This is probably not cored at this moment, and that's fine. So these guys are drilling. That's understood. I want to expand our military here for sure. Jewish zealots out over here, it looks like they are instantly defeated by Fars. I don't think that's an issue. Yeah, that seems okay. Demand unlawful territory. That's cute. No, we're not going to do that. Okay, so people are going to enter into coalitions. That's not at all surprising. So what we need to do at this point is we need to be absolutely increasing our number of units here. So we're currently net negative financially, and that's rooting out corruption. Okay, that'll do it. So our corruption is going to be a lot. No doubt about that. And we need to be not rooting out corruption right now. It's painful, no doubt about it, but we need to not be doing that. Our war exhaustion is going to be dropping naturally, so that sounds good. Core creation cost plus 17.7% from that. Noted. Okay. So we lost some army tradition. We're going to have a lot of very bad events for the next little while. That's very clear. So Delhi entered into a coalition against us. And at this point, we're going to take this up to 20. There we go. Our current standard composition is 14, 6, and 20. So that seems reasonably fine for now. We'll just continue to run that. So 4 here. Okay. And we're going to get 2 more. There we go. And just work on cranking this up. Excellent. Harar entered into a military coalition against us, and we're making so much manpower per month. This is kind of insane how much manpower per month we're getting. So that's good, but we absolutely need to be expanding our on-paper power at this moment, which means that we need to be increasing our number of active military units. So this one is now good to go. So I do want to get a second unit set up. Oh, our forts are not mothballed. That'll help our financial situation. So there we go. There's that done. And you should be drilling at this moment. So I should note that this is going to require quite a lot more military leaders. And that's going to be painful. That's going to be like -4 military power. That's going to be like -1 per month. So that's non-viable. We're probably going to have to take these down to where every other unit has a leader, which I really don't like to do. Or we could throw money at the problem and get somebody better than a +1. That's also an option. For now, I think we'll just chill. We need to do a lot of chilling. We need to get our manpower up, and we need to expand our militaries. So the main problem with not having a leader on half of our armies is that means that we can only drill one half at a time, and we'll have to constantly swap back and forth to keep our drill up. It's not the end of the world, certainly, but it is certainly painful. Do we want to do this? No, we don't. But we do want to get these 2 cores going. Actually, I want to sort by overextension. 231 here. I really want to get this done. So we're going to save up. We're going to do it by overextension. So that seems fine. We've got a lot of overextension right now. That's for sure. So this army is going to be good to go very shortly. And these guys have rebelled. That's actually quite a lot of rebels. Why do we only have 41 transports here? Did our transport fleet get caught? I don't remember our transport fleet getting caught, but it might have. It must have. That's fine. So as of right now, what we need to do is we need to have this fort no longer be mothballed. Then we need to move this transport over, and we're going to move these one at a time. So over we go. We can't move these twice at a time, or rather two at a time. We'll get there. But for now, we need to get these guys moved over. So if we have one army down here, and then one additional army here, and then one here and one here, that's going to be too much. I'm thinking we raise up the army here, and then we'll play it by ear. So for now, that's fine. These guys are going to gain separatism out over here. That's understood. And we're now going to move this force on over. And we're just going to wait until after the month tick here. So this is going to be after the month tick. Perfect. So eliminate this army, no problem. We're going to immediately walk up over here. This will start reverting due to the fort. And that'll be fine. Okay. More revolts are happening. We're not surprised about this. So these revolts are up over here. I'm going to just walk over to, say, Suez. It's unfortunate that this is in Sinai. There's other locations of it up over here. So this is unfortunate as well. I definitely do want to unmothball this fort. And then these guys are going to head up this way. Okay, and we'll deal with those. And then particularists in Rome. For now, that's not that big of a deal, but again, we're not surprised about this. Our overextension is really, really, really high, right? So that's a big deal. We need to get our overextension down, and we need to do it fast. So there's this out over here. That's noted. And then there's also these guys out over here. So there's some particularists out this way as well. Anybody down here? No. Okay, so we need to unmothball this fort. And then these lads need to start making their way out over here. Okay, for now, that'll do. So we'll get that all taken care of. We'll need to wait for month ticks to happen. This is going to be unfortunate, and this is going to be unfortunate, unless we can get there in time. We'll see. We won this battle here, which is not a surprise, and I'm just going to do this. There we go. So, if we attacked here, that's not going to be a problem. This is going to be a problem, because that's a fort there. So that's a significant issue, actually. So we need to have this battle be on the 2nd. There we go. We might be able to prevent this fort from being taken. That would be great. And then these guys are pretty strong. They're also leaderless. So let's tick it one day, and we'll go in after this morale bump. Okay. 10% local autonomy in Rome. No surprises there. So that all looks good. We'll get that all taken care of. And down over here, this is not a problem. We'll go ahead and take that over. They're leaderless, so that should be reasonable. Out over here, not that big of an issue. Okay. We have another revolt. We'll look at that in a moment. Again, I'm deeply unsurprised by this. So this is going to be down over on this side. We'll have to come back to that later. Okay. So this battle up over here is awkward, but this is even more awkward. Luckily, we managed to get this taken care of. So I want these guys to stop drilling, and we're going to start moving these forces down here to deal with this rebellion here. Here we're waiting on reinforcements. We won the Battle of Homs, and we're just going to walk over here now. There we go. And up over this way, Rome is under control. That looks good. We don't have a fort over here, so that's fine. Okay, so now we need to walk up over here and attack that. We're waiting for Rome to get taken back under control here, which is soon. But we have more separatists. This is not surprising. This is Just down over here. Oh, that's no problem. We can just immediately deal with that. Okay, so that looks good. These guys are headed off this way. These guys are busily taking this over. Okay, this fort should be reverting that back. Perfect. So we'll unmothball that fort. This has to be taken back again, but we can head back over this way for now. So I don't want any of our military to be drilling at this exact moment. We're going to hop in here. We're going to get both of these good to go, and we're going to pop over here. Excellent. Oh, I missed this over here. Noted. We'll deal with that too. Okay, so this is going to be dealt with very shortly. We successfully won this battle, so that looks good. We'll get them regenerating. These guys are just going to come down over here, deal with these rebels. This fort is going to take time. So that's understood. We won this battle here, and we should just walk back over here. We're not going to be able to take that back via the fort, but we need all of our forces here for now. So the Battle of Corsica was won. And we'll get that taken back over. Yeah, I know our manpower is rough right now. No doubt about that. We won the Battle of Kazgir, and this we can move back to Dara, and then I'm just going to spread our forces out here a little bit. So that looks fine. We're going to sail over here and have these guys... We're going to have to do a naval invasion out over here, awkwardly enough, but it's okay. So we're going to go ahead and do just that. We should, in theory, win that, I hope. I hope. So we won the Battle of Al-Qatif out over here, and conveniently, these guys are attacking us. I like it. So that's under control. We lost 25 prestige. I'm not surprised about that. We're going to have some pretty major issues here for a little while, but our war exhaustion has dropped a decent amount, which has reduced our core creation cost by about 6%. That also means that we can get this going a little earlier, and we absolutely want to get that done. We got to get these cores made. So that is of utmost priority here. So we have another revolt, and this is in Jabal Shamar and Hafar. That's very conveniently located. So we can just come over here, eliminate these guys, and I'm going to unmothball our fort in Medina just in case. And then we can start making our way through about like that. Okay, so that looks good. And yeah, that was why I unmothballed our fort in Medina there. Okay, Diyarbakir is now the new emperor. We expected that. That's fine. Transoxania entered into a military coalition against us, but the situation is getting better in terms of military coalitions against us. I'm going to move these guys up over here, and I'm now going to go in and mothball all forts. There we go. And the question is, how many more rebellions are we going to have anytime soon? Not that many. Okay, that looks good. So we won the Siege of Rabba already. That's remarkable. Let's go ahead and mothball that, and we'll just hop on down over here. Do we want to be drilling at this moment is a question that we do need to be asking. And what is this? Unlawful territory? No! Get out of here. That's not going to happen. Why is there an HRE army here? In Anatoklion. Oh, I guess they're at war with Zaklumia? What is this war? That's Ruthenia. Hang on. HRE. What is this war? I mean, I don't love that, but okay. For now, it's fine. Okay, so at this point, separatist sentiment, yeah, deeply unsurprising on that front. We're going to get some of these cores finished up soon enough, but we have a long, long ways to go on them. Now, we do have some forces taking attrition, and that is these out over here. Now, these are intended to be back in Italy. So we're going to hop in here, and we're going to have these hop on the boats, and we're going to head on back to Italy. That didn't go quite where I wanted it to go, all the way to Rome. There we go. Now, this fleet down over here, I do want to get this brought on up to be back at 80. There we go. Ah, we need to unmothball this fort in order for this to actually cap back. Okay. So as soon as that's capped back, we'll mothball this fort. There's the Mamlukian separatists. They spawned right up over here. We're not drilling, so we'll probably just win that. Yeah, straight up. Beautiful. So that looks great. 109 is our next. Okay, we need about 41,000 men to fully reinforce our armies. That's pretty significant, I'm not going to lie, and we're going to spread out over here. There we go. Golden Horde entered into a military coalition against us. No shockers there. And how's the rabbis doing? Let's set an agenda here. This is build a synagogue or a great synagogue in Lucca. I'll take it. And we'll also do a land seizure. Perfect. So where is Lucca? That's Italy, right? Yeah, right up over here. So we'd want to put a synagogue or a great synagogue here. Great synagogue it is. I like it. So next up, we can definitely be thinking about building some buildings. I mean, these are terrible great synagogues. They're also upgrades. So I guess we'll do it. We could build a manufactory as well, and I'm going to get that going. But what we need more than anything, of course, is to get these cores dealt with. Our overextension is a lot, and we got to get that dealt with. We're at +7 right now for our overall national unrest, and that's spicy. That is a spicy amount of unrest. The good news is we'll have our forces reinforced quite quickly, about 10 months. We can get a core going, and we want to do that instantly, as soon as we can. So that looks good. This core is very expensive, but it's not actually all that much overextension. We might skip that one and just go down this way first. We'll see. So for now, we're saving up manpower, and I do want to expand our armies. That's a very high priority, but we need to get our manpower back first. And we got to get this overextension down, right? So we're going to have this overextension dropping pretty soon, and our war exhaustion is getting a lot lower now too. But I think we should skip this core, and we should just go directly to this one. From here, to be honest, we should probably just go from the bottom up in terms of cost. So I'm thinking about that right now. Yeah, I think we should. We should just get these going as soon as we can from here. Okay, so that seems good. We can join a coalition against the HRE. And the HRE just entered into a treaty of support for independence with our disloyal subject Armenia. So that's, you know, not necessarily great. They don't have a lot of aggressive expansion. They're just very angry. So that's understood. Note how we're now positive in our manpower. So that's a good thing, for sure. And I want to get another core going, or not a core, another conversion going here. That's going to be a very useful thing too. So we're going to start seeing our overextension dropping soon. But we're still a little ways out for some of that. No doubt about it. We're currently growing by 10. West Ajuran entered into the military coalition. That's okay. And I do want to start working on another army down over here. So let's go ahead and recruit a Greencoat infantry unit down here. So we need to build up manpower to get this done. We're going to need about 80,000 manpower to do this. And I'm going to recruit another unit of Greencoat infantry here. So for now, we're not drilling any of our units, so I'm not going to roll new military leaders for the moment. Okay, Achaia is no longer steering trade. Yeah, that's not surprising. Separatist sentiment is also deeply unsurprising right now. We've got some problems. That's for sure. So we're going to get going on another core here. And we do have a large chunk of our overextension going away very soon. So that is going to be big. Bahrain is now cored, and I want to recruit this up to 14 at this point, and 3 units of cavalry. Development of veneering? Okay, sure. Okay, so we can make states, and I do want to do this. We're going to need to core them, full core them, and that's going to be spicy. Minus 30% recruitment time. Okay. So that's good. I'm a little concerned right now, though. If the HRE declares on us, and France and Portugal don't help, which I do expect that they would, but if France and Portugal don't help, then we've got significant problems. I'm going to do this. That technically puts us in debt, but we'll come out of debt immediately. No problem. So we don't even take a loan. That looks good. And we need gold at this point to recruit these cannon, but that's okay. So Al-Qatif is now cored. And at this point, if we look at this, we can see we have dropped our overextension by almost 50%. Well, I'm talking in terms of absolute percent. We were at 220, like 225. Now we're at 179. That's like a 50% reduction, but it's actually like a 20% reduction. It's awkward. But we're making progress. That's my point. We are making progress on this. So that's great. We're currently missionarying here. So that seems fine. We'll get this core going as soon as we can. We'll just bypass this one for now. There we go. So that looks good. And gold is what we need more than anything right now to get these cannon going. But it's good that we're banking manpower. I'm very happy about that. And I do want to send some diplomats to go talk to some of our disloyal subjects. So Armenia is currently pretty angry. That's at 182. So I think we should go to Kermanshah and Fars and just be like, look, we're trying to chill. So we're going to improve relations here, and we're going to also come over here, and we're going to improve relations here. There we go. That'll be fine for now. So our military leader has left us. That's okay. I'm not going to roll up another one just now. I am still planning on chilling for the moment. Our diplomatic reputation is absolutely in the toilet. We're not making progress here, but that's fine because we know that we need to get some dip tech going. And a mil tech would be good too. So that would all be good things to get. We need a little bit more coin in order to get these artillery going, but I absolutely want to be recruiting now and improving our on-paper power. We clearly need more on-paper power at this moment. We lost another general. Okay. For the moment, I'm not rolling new generals. We'll tackle that later if we need to. This just changed, didn't it? No, it did not. Okay. Well, we gained an inflation. That'll go away on... We gained another inflation. That'll still go away on its own. But it'll take some time. So that's absolutely understood, and we need to continue to recruit up here. So we are going to have this army go up to 20. There we go. So that looks good, and we can get a core going, I think. Missionary is working here. Okay, we'll get this core on the way. We're down to 140 overextension at this point. So our overextension is substantially better. I don't think we'll have additional significant rebellions. You can see we're currently net negative on our overall national unrest. So that's a good sign, but we've still got a lot more to do here. We're going to have to chill for a while here. By the way, it's 1776. What is going on with England at this point? Well, they have all of North America. Okay. Well, I doubt we'll be seeing too much independence over there. So we can grab a Miltech, and we absolutely need to do this. We want to have our cannons have whatever stats that they can get. So we can have this be flying batteries at this point, and that would be phenomenal. Let's recruit up some infantry over here. That was 16. It's actually too many. There we go. Now it's down to 14, and we're going to recruit some cavalry. There we go. We need some more gold, of course. Our treasurer died. Okay. That's awkward timing. I'm going to sell titles here. Because we really do need to replace that guy, and these are kind of terrible. They're quite terrible, actually. We could go with this guy. He's not good. But we'll do it. That's going to cut down on our admin power. I don't know why he has zeros in his name. That's kind of weird. Those are not O's. Those are zeros. Is that normal for Egyptian names? I don't think that's normal. Well, maybe it's a, like, import bug or something. Who knows? So we definitely need to continue to work on, okay, Jewish zealots up over here. This is not in our territory, so we don't care. The vassal can take care of that. I want to get some cannon going in here, and there we go. That army is now fully recruiting. So that looks good, and that's going to bring us up on our troop count, but not quite as high as we need it to go, I don't think. Well, actually, it's probably fine, isn't it? Yeah, that's going to be fine. For now. It'll go higher later. So we absolutely want to get a core going here. But it is time to put a cut in here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we're going to see about, well, continuing to chill a bit here. We've definitely made a few enemies. No doubt about that. But we're going to continue to chill. We're going to do some investing. And we're going to do some building for a little while here. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Dark Horse, Ethan Feldman, Upper Cumberland Gamers, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, The Lounge STL, Rornaz, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.